Brian, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to another edition of Ryobi Live. I'm Jess, your host, and today we have Mr. Brian. He is Senior Product Development. There? Did I nail it?
Senior Director of Product
Development.
There you
go.
go. Absolutely.
Senior Director of Product Development for Ryobi Power Tools, and we have a huge announcement today. There is tons of buzz online right now about this new product announcement from Ryobi Tools. We teased it up on Saturday. We posted a little video and kind of gave people an idea of what it might be and had some really cool guesses. We can go ahead and show that video on screen real quick. So that was what everybody was looking at, and I wanted to
spur some conversations.
Yeah, I wanted to run a couple of the guesses towards you that were incorrect, unfortunately, but I did want to get, as a product development expert, I want you to kind of tell me what you think about these.
I can't wait.
All right, so the first one is from our friend Mike Zepp. He said a nuclear cell divider subparticle regenerator. I don't even know what that is, but I know you do.
Yeah, Mike, you were this close, actually. We got really close to launching that, but we just need a little bit more time. I think.
A little more time on that. What about our friend Dan says, is it a guitar amp? A One Plus guitar amp?
I will say Dan is maybe pretty close, actually.
I know some people on our marketing team who would be very interested in the One Plus guitar amp. Let's see, what about a new flux capacitor?
Well, I think Marty McFly would absolutely love that as part of the One Plus system, but we'll have to wait a little bit of time for that as well.
Okay, and the last one, let's see, our friend Pfeiffer says, if it's a wormhole generator, take my money.
If I knew what that was, absolutely, we'll start working on that.
Okay, we'll put it on the list. All right, so we're going to go ahead and give you a hint. We are going to go ahead and let you know it is part of the One Plus family. So that same battery we put out in 1996 will run this thing, as well as our newest, greatest battery, that P108. You can plug it right in and rock and roll.
Yep.
Rock and roll, maybe.
Maybe that's
maybe a little teaser there.
Segue, huh?
What do you say?
Let's
throw
do
it up here.
Absolutely.
All right, Brian. What do I have?
We are so excited to talk about this here today, Jess. This is our new Ryobi One Score wireless speaker set with SKAA technology. Okay? It's a lot of words there, so let's get right in it.
Perfect.
In this box that you're going to see down here, there's two speakers. There's a primary speaker and a secondary speaker. So you've got yourself the primary speaker here, and it's got the LCD screen and several buttons on it and so on, and it works just like a Bluetooth speaker. Pair your phone to it, start playing music, and you're there. Okay? But the problem with just a Bluetooth speaker is you're limited to one speaker. It's not exactly room-filling sound.
Right.
So in that box comes with a secondary speaker.
Okay.
So it's this easy, Jess. I pop a One Plus battery into the back of it. I turn this on, and it instantly starts playing the same music that primary speaker is playing. Okay.
All right.
So now I've got two speakers playing music instantly from your phone.
I love it. Two speakers.
Still, it's good,
right?
But the problem is I want room-filling sound, right?
Okay.
And how many corners are there in a room?
4.
There's 4. So we need more,
yes.
Right? So what we really recommend is get another two-piece kit, because inside that two-piece kit comes with another primary speaker and another secondary speaker.
Great.
Now, I'm going to talk about the secondary speaker here first. We already talked about it's part of the One Plus system, but maybe I'm not on the One Plus system for some reason, or...
Come on!
I know.
What are you doing?
Or maybe I don't want to have to ever switch out batteries.
Okay.
Not that that's a real big problem, because we're seeing run times of up to 40 hours on this technology.
40 hours
with our
of playing
P108.
music.
But
Phenomenal.
in these speakers, everyone comes with an AC adapter. You can see it's plugged into the strip here. I plug it into the back, and I don't even need a battery to run it. And when I turn that on, it instantly paired with that primary speaker.
So now I got 3.
You've
I
got
have one
3,
corner left.
But here's my other primary. So I'm going to turn this thing on, and I can do one of two things. I can use this as a primary, pair it to my phone, okay? But I want to play what that primary is playing.
Okay.
So I turn this on, and I move this into this SKAA mode. Now I've got 4 speakers all playing the same music from your phone. Each one of them has independent volume control, but as you can see, you can also adjust not only volume, but also the song selection from your phone.
This isn't your song?
It's close.
Okay.
It's close. I like
what
it,
about
though.
this one?
That's better. See, I'm a classic rock guy. I'm a classic rock guy.
I'm usually kind of a country guy.
So, so we got a mix.
You know.
But we've got 4 speakers that we talked about.
Yeah.
But the technology actually allows us to add a 5th, Jess. And why that's important is I want room-filling sound.
Absolutely.
But this technology allows me to put these speakers in multiple rooms in the house.
Great.
In fact, the range is going to exceed 150 feet, and it goes through walls. So I could have my primary speaker downstairs, each of these speakers in multiple rooms in the house. Oh, and by the way, I can add a 5th speaker to that same network. Okay, so now I've got 5 speakers all playing off of my smartphone.
Okay, Brian, I do have a question. Okay. So you said 5 speakers.
5 speakers.
You've shown me a 2-pack. How do I get to 5?
So basically how you do it is a 2-pack is here with a primary and a secondary.
Okay.
So this would consist of 2 2-packs, but we're also selling the secondary speaker as a standalone speaker as well.
Right.
Okay.
And what's our price?
So for the 2-pack, it's going to be $199, and it's ready to rock right out of the box with the AC adapters.
AC adapters, no batteries there.
No batteries.
So just the 2 speakers, okay?
And then the secondary speaker that can be used as an accessory is going to retail for $99.
Okay, and that $99 secondary speaker, we can't function this speaker on its own.
You must have
It
at
has to
least
have a
one primary speaker with it. Okay. But the technology really doesn't stop there, Jess, because this is playing Bluetooth. But what we also know, not all of our customers have music on their phone. They might like to listen to the ball game. They might want to listen to the local FM station. We've got an FM tuner built into our primary speakers. Okay,
Great.
so with the push of a button, I can move this back over into FM, and now I can pair all of these different speakers into that same FM station with up to 5 different presets locked in. And just as quickly pair this back to your primary.
I tell you what, somebody guessed flux capacitor. All of this technology is blowing my mind. We're almost to the flux capacitor level. That's next on the docket. So I absolutely love this. I think this is somewhere that Ryobi really hasn't been before.
No, you know, we've made some radios and we've made some speakers in the past, but this is not only new technology for the Home Depot. This is new technology in the audio industry. There's nothing like this anywhere.
So let's talk about the competition. I think everybody out there knows the big names. We don't have to mention them.
Correct.
But let's talk about what we have that the competition doesn't. One thing right off the bat is obviously that OnePlus system.
Correct.
So, to my knowledge, there's no pairing of multiple speakers off a battery platform, right?
No, there's not.
Okay, so
well, a couple of things.
Knocked it out there.
Number one is a typical Bluetooth speaker is only one speaker, so it's not room-filling sound.
Right.
There is a technology called Wi-Fi speakers that's great, where you can add different speakers to your system, but there's 2 problems with that. One is in the name. You have to be tied into your Wi-Fi network, so I can't take them anywhere.
So I can't tailgate.
Can't tailgate.
I can't sit out by the pool unless
Nope.
I have a Wi-Fi booster to get it out there.
That's
I
right.
can't use it on a job site.
That's right.
Okay, tell me more.
And now with these, because of the power of OnePlus, I can take these anywhere. I can take them to a job site. I can take them tailgating. I could take them to the desert if I really wanted to, because I don't have to be tied into that Wi-Fi
That's
network.
not the sand I want to be playing about. What about the beach?
Exactly. Absolutely. Anywhere
Very cool.
outside, inside, these things are great to play high-quality music. We're using high-quality components in here. We've added a lot of features. We've got this built-in handle that allows me to carry 5 speakers basically from one hand, and it has other features as well. I can hang this right from a nail from the wall.
Great.
But also, Jess, you showed it. I can store my phone right from that handle as well, so I always know what music that I'm actually playing.
That's phenomenal. And I tell you what, something I also noticed here, before we talk about where this is going to be merchandised in store, your look's a little different. So tell me, you know, normally I see hyper green covered the whole tool for Ryobi. Tell me a little bit about this design and why we went that direction.
It's a great question. A couple of things that we wanted to do here. Number one, we wanted to make sure this was as compact as possible, because I'm going to be putting these on a bookshelf in the house.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want it to take up as little amount of space as possible. There's no flip-up antenna. That antenna is actually built inside of that primary speaker.
Great.
We've mounted the battery onto the back of it, but also you mentioned the color. Traditionally, all of our power tools are a hyper green, but there's no way I'm going to be able to be allowed to have 5 hyper green speakers in the house.
Yeah, I think I'm about maxed out on my hyper green with
You
my
got it.
wife, so I understand there are probably lots of people with that problem.
It shares the same color scheme as all of the other high-end speaker systems that are in the market today.
This is great. All right, how about this? Let's throw it. No, first, this is what we're going to do. If you have any questions about the primary speaker and this as the 2-piece kit, the P765 for $199, please ask in the thread below. If you have any questions about, hey, the secondary speaker itself for $99, please ask it and put it in the thread below, and our team's going to do our best to answer those for you live. We're going to send over to Patrick. He's going to be talking a little bit about merchandising, where you can find this. Patrick was the lead product manager on this particular project. So take it away, Patrick.
Yeah, Jess, I feel like Al Roker with the weather over here. So here's what's going on at the Home Depot in your neck of the woods. This is our quarter pallet that's going to be merchandised in the electrical department starting in the first week of May. And as you can see, we have the two-piece speaker kit on here for $199, as well as the single secondary speaker on there for $99. Again, that's going to be in the electrical department starting the first week of May. In addition to the Ryobi Days train, which is going to start on May 18th, you're going to have your secondary speakers merchandised there as well in the front of your Home Depots, right by the registers. Remember, if you want to add on to your system, you want to have that full 5-speaker system, go on back to the electrical department and grab yourself a secondary speaker there for $99 to really complete your system.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Patrick. And I know everybody is going to have their eyes peeled. The next time you're in the Home Depot, be on the lookout. I tell you, I've had a couple weeks to play with these in my own home. I've used them tailgating. I've used them out on the dock, that sort of thing. And I am truly floored by the innovation your team has put into these new products.
We appreciate the comments. It's been a lot of hard work and so on. We really wanted to make sure that the Home Depot is a destination for new technology and new innovation, and we really think that we delivered with the new Score speakers.
Absolutely, and I know there are a lot of people out there watching who are itching to have their opportunity to buy these speakers, but you know what's better than that? How about we talk about giving away a P765 2-pack. So what we're giving away is going to be those two guys right there. Now, earlier in conversation, when talking about this, Brian mentioned the range of a secondary speaker from this mother or primary speaker. So, what is the range between the primary and secondary speaker? Our team is going to do our best to identify the first correct answer in the thread on Facebook. So this is limited to our Facebook audience. So please answer that below, and our team's going to be doing our best to identify that first winner. We got the video teed up here. This was part of the teaser. We're going to show you the full thing while our team's taking a look at the thread. And Brian's going to talk us through this teaser video. On Wednesday, we'll launch this thing for you to view standalone with the actual volume. But until then, we'll have our friend Brian fill in. Let's do it.
So right here, these are the high quality components we're talking about. A 2.5-inch driver, passive radiator for that extra bass. You want to feel the sound, not only hear it. I connect via Bluetooth from my phone into that primary speaker, and that's that range we were talking about that transmits through walls to all 5 speakers as a part of the network, from the primary to the other 4. Connect up to 5 speakers like we were talking about, and the power of One Plus allows you to use your One Plus battery, or they all come with that AC adapter, so I can have unlimited runtime, a built-in FM tuner with 5 FM preset stations in your primary as well, and available exclusively at the Home Depot.
Awesome. I don't think we need a VO guy anymore. I think you just nailed that. We got the new video right there. Team, are there any questions that we can answer at this time?
Yeah, Jess. Mike wants to know, can you run 1 primary and 4 secondary speakers off each other?
You sure can. You have the ultimate in flexibility, so as long as you have a primary playing, you can have 4 secondaries playing that exact same sound. Okay? You could also do that with multiple primary speakers, because a primary speaker can act like a primary, or it can also act like a secondary.
Great.
And you can have 5 total speakers on that same network.
Awesome. Any other questions, team?
Awesome. Daryl wants to know how durable these guys are.
These things are very durable. It's the same durability that we put all of our Ryobi tools through. The other radios and speakers that we've come out with, we know that some people are going to probably use these on a job site. We also know that you're going to use these around the house as well.
Awesome. How about one last question?
One last one from our friend Jeannie. Can you remind us of the price again on the 2-pack and the secondary?
Be happy to. So for the 2-pack is with the primary speaker and the secondary speaker with 2 AC adapters is $199, and then the secondary speaker by itself as an accessory is $99.
And just to remind everyone, you can't buy only that secondary. You've got to have that primary with it.
Correct. You can buy it as an accessory, but you do need that primary at home in order to pair that to.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for the questions. How about our winner? Who is going to take home this 2-piece kit?
Congratulations, Mike Joseph with 150 feet of range.
Mike Joseph, that's the right answer.
All right. That is phenomenal. I've loved this entire episode. Before we call it a day here, I do want to talk a little bit about the Ryobi Nation contest that's going on for this month. So it's the Spring Has Sprung challenge. What we're asking you to do is get outdoors and build something for your garden, your porch, your yard, or your patio for your chance to win $500 in Ryobi power tools. The deadline is 4/30/17, so April 30th is your last chance to submit. Brian, you got any outdoor projects going on right now?
All kinds of stuff. Between the mulch and the flower beds and all of that, it'll keep me busy, but it'll be a lot easier with our new Score wireless speakers, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, everybody that tuned in. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Brian, for being a part of this show. Thank you for bringing meaningful innovation to the power tool market and bringing something that's, I believe, a true game changer.
Absolutely.
All right.
Jess,
thanks so much, Brian. Thanks,
Appreciate
everybody
it.
who tuned in.